Hello and welcome to Today the News on Vanguard Live. My name is Damlola Ogunshake. We'll begin with the front pages of the daily, starting with Vanguard. Vanguard is leading with federal government vows equal response as United States tightens visa rules. Embassy now requires 5 year social media history for visa applicants. United States government revokes 6,000 student visas. It's our agency meeting to fashion out federal government's response. You can see that story on page 5 of Vanguard newspaper. On page 8, 2027, Atiku, Obi, Amechi will stay united without presidential ticket. That's coming from ADC. United States pledges support for Kyiv amid the Russia-Ukraine peace talks. Isese Day, August 20, declared public holiday in Ogun, Oyo, Osun, Lagos. You can see that on page 10. And still on page 10, paternity crisis, 1 in 4 Nigerian fathers not biological parents, as according to reports. And above the banner on the page 8, NGE raises alarm over economy, insecurity, media suppression. United States, British government, Northern can loud federal government, NSA over arrest of terror kingpins. Revenue Commission begins fresh allocation formula. You can see that on page 19. And lastly, on Vanguard newspaper, 2.2 million poor households to receive federal government's cash transfer. That's according to Minister. Away from that, we'll move to the Punch newspaper. Major headline says federal government walls pay raise for political office holders. RMAFC says Tinubu's 1.5 million naira salary, ministers under 1 million naira pay low. Launches revenue sharing review. You can see that on page 2. On page 9, Pencom blacklist 7 mortgage bank over housing loans breach. 2 motorcyclists remanded for allegedly raping Ondo teenager. Above the banner on page 8, Fubara eyes September comeback as Ibas pushes project completion. Crisis alert. UNICEF seeks a life-saving 240 billion naira for Nigeria aid projects. Lastly, on Punch newspaper, customs issue 14-day deadline to seize 905 overtime cargoes. That story can be seen on page 22. The Guardian's major headline says new licensing charges unsettles port operators, 3.5 trillion naira investment. Story can be seen on page 6. And news page 3. United States, United Kingdom commend Nigeria for arresting terrorist leaders. My journey to throne bumpy but guided by God, says Ladoja. Guild of Editors bemoans the complex challenges facing Nigeria. Agric Minister to share insight on export-driven economy at First Bank Conference. Osun local government workers allege bid to hijack council funds. Presidential tickets were under pressure to zone, says ADC. Newspaper 3 has that story. And lastly, the nation's major headline says United Kingdom okays Tinubu's reforms, pledges stronger trade ties. First Lady RHI lifting women in informal sector into prosperity. Umaya explains state of Qatar, third mainland bridges. At the top of the banner, Olakulen's passage on settled me, says Ladoja. Food security takes center stage at Fed Bank Exports Conference. And lastly, on the Nation newspaper, capturing of most wanted terrorists aside United States, breathing, improve security impacting economy. That story can be seen on page 3 of the Nation newspaper. That's all we have on the front pages of the daily. Join us after the break for a brief analysis of some of the stories. Welcome back. If you're just joining me, this is Today the News on Vanguard Live. My name is Damlola Ogunshake. Now, the United States has mandated Nigerian visa applicants to disclose their social media profiles and activities in the last 5 years, warning that failure to comply with the requirement could potentially result in visa denial. But the federal government, in a swift reaction, said it to reciprocate the new United States visa policy with equal measures. The United States Mission in Nigeria issued the warning yesterday via a tweet on its official X handle, saying the voters could also be denied future entry into the United States. Vanguard reports that the latest visa rule is an expansion of an earlier and similar regulation targeted at international student visa applicants, which required them to list and also remove the privacy settings from their social media handles to allow for proper vetting of the applications. The mission explained that the regulation is part of efforts by the Trump administration to ensure national security and the ongoing immigration tightening measures. Now, more of that can be inside our paper. Now, let's move on. Away from that, we have amid a persistent paternity crisis and deepening trust issues within Nigeria families. A new report by Smart DNA Nigeria has revealed that 1 in every 4 paternity tests conducted in the country still returns a negative result. And a 2025 annual DNA testing report released this week, the Lagos-based genetic testing company disclosed that 25% of paternity tests conducted between July 2024 and June 2025 showed that the presumed fathers were not biologically related to the children in question. Although slightly lower than 2024's 27%, the figure highlights that the firm calls a worrying and consistent trend. It also revealed that immigration-related DNA testing surged to 13.1% of all tests, a direct result of Nigeria's escalating immigration wave, popularly dubbed the Japa phenomenon. This marks a sharp increase from previous years as more families seek documentation for foreign relocation. Now let's end this on a lighter note with Mr. and Mrs. this morning. And that the first person speaking today is Mrs. Mrs. says he marked his 40th birthday by making his wife the sole owner of all his properties. That's what I call angel at 40. And Mr. replied, and I call him a fool at 40. Of course, Mr. We disagree, but that man, I'm sure that man deserves the accolades. And of course, that was every Mrs. will like. I mean, the trust is there. The trust is there. So Mr. also needs to go and learn from his friends. You need to learn the secrets. Well, this is where we have to draw the curtain today. My name is Damlola Ogunshakin. Do want to like and follow us on all our social media platforms showing on your screen. You can also visit our website, www.vanguardngr.com. Have a lovely Tuesday.